He's an idiot. He's an embarrassment to this country. It makes me so angry that this country has gotten to this point, that this fool, this bozo, has wound up where he has. This is somebody that we want for president? I don't think so. What I care about is the direction of this country. And what I'm very, very worried about is that it might go in the wrong direction with someone like Donald Trump. When Trump ran in 2016, it was like a joke. This buffoon running for president. No, never could happen. We'd forgotten the lessons of history that showed us other clowns who weren't taken seriously until they became vicious dictators. With Trump, we have a second chance. And no one is laughing now. This is the time to stop him by voting him out once and for all.
A nation without borders is not a nation. Beginning today, the United States of America gets back control of its borders, gets back its borders. When Mexico sends its people, they're not sending their best. They're not sending you. They're not sending you. They're sending people that have lots of problems, and they're bringing those problems with us. They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists. We're going to build a wall. It's going to be built.
I want to build a wall. I'm going to build a wall.
I want to build the wall. We need the wall. And Mexico will pay for the wall. We have some bad hombres here, and we're going to get them out.
The infestation has begun. Parasites have crossed our borders and are sickening our country, leeching off our system, destroying us from the inside. But State Senator John McLaughlin has a plan of attack. He'll fight to keep illegal immigrants out. He supports an electrified border fence. No amnesty for parasites. John McLaughlin wants to protect you from the invaders. Vote to re-elect State Senator John McLaughlin. Paid for by the committee to re-elect State Senator John McLaughlin.
You know this guy? Senator John McLaughlin. Independent from Cocksucker County. Built his reputation on being a hardliner against wetbacks. His words. Yes, if he had his druthers, he'd send you back to old Mexico. That's his platform. Ship them all back, but first make them build a wall along the border for no pay. Thank you very much, get the fuck out. Now I'm guessing you don't have papers. As you well know, illegal immigrants like yourself are being forced out of this country in alarming numbers. So for the sake of both our peoples, the senator must die.
Latest polls are showing a sharp decline in support for incumbent John McLaughlin and his hardline position on immigration.
Ladies and gentlemen, Senator John McLaughlin.
Well, I want to thank you all for coming out today. The aliens, the infiltrators, the outsiders, they come right across by light of day or dark of night. They'll bleed us. They're parasites. They'll bleed us until we as a city, a county, a state, a nation are all bled out. And make no mistake, we are at war. Every time an illegal dances across our border, it is an act of aggression against this sovereign state, an overt act of terrorism. Change, that's what they want, change. Change the laws, open the doors. Red Rover, let the terrorists come over. Let me tell you what change that'll bring. 68 cents. The jingle jangle of pennies in your pocket because the scavengers, the leeches, the parasites are walking away with your money while you're left with the change. So I want to say one more thing. Who are you going to vote for? No! Up there! Don't do it right from up there!
Senator John McLaughlin was shot in the leg this afternoon by an unknown gunman. The senator was immediately driven to Park Lane Hospital, where he's reported to be in good and stable condition. Video taken at the rally indicate that the gunman may have been of Mexican descent. Senator McLaughlin has been very vocal against immigration and campaigned for stricter border controls. The shot fired on Senator McLaughlin today may be just the shot in the arm his campaign needed. New numbers indicate that he has now taken a commanding lead in the wake of today's incident. Since his shooting, others agree that border security should be heavily enforced.
State Senator John McLaughlin took a vow to defend the Constitution of this state. Now, he's taken a bullet for it.
And this is that bullet.
Vote to re-elect Senator John McLaughlin.
I'm John McLaughlin, and I approve this message.
Paid for by the committee to re-elect John McLaughlin.
There's no way McLaughlin is getting elected unless something big happens. Can you imagine if someone shot the senator and that someone was a Mexican, the public would elect him president? It's not a sin if someone clips the senator in the leg, is it?
Holy shit. You were right, the network isn't behind it. This is something a hell of a lot bigger.
Temporis.
He's a drug kingpin who's been trying to gain control of the drug trade. This must be the border fence McLaughlin wants to build. See this? These markings show the weakest spots. It all makes sense now. Torres wants to get Senator McLaughlin reelected so that he can build a border fence that he can control.
Not the right preparation. That's going to get us in trouble. I'll tell you.
Are you Charles Palantine, the candidate?
Yes, I am.
I'm one of your biggest supporters, you know. I tell everybody that comes in this taxi that they have to vote for you.
Why, thank you. Travis?
Ladies and gentlemen, the next President of the United States, Senator Charles Palantine.
He's an idiot. He's an embarrassment to this country. This is somebody that we want for president? I don't think so.
With Trump, we have a second chance. This is the time to stop him by voting him out once and for all.